Okay. Anyways, here's a little thing that this will come out during, and it's called the Parade of Homes.
Yeah.
The spring preview.
Yeah.
Which Chris Rooney doesn't have to do for the second time in a row.
Whoa. How is that?
Just because we don't do models. Yeah.
I thought you guys were dream home guys.
We were.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, whatever.
It costs a lot of money and it's a lot of effort and it's a lot of to ask, especially if you have a
I think it's a business type decision though too.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, we're able to get them in other homes and stuff like that, which I think is a huge thing. If you can, from a builder standpoint, if you can get them into people that you've built for already, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, they must have liked them. So I kind of like that idea. But anyways.
I always find it interesting though. I was just down at the now they call it the Up North Expo and talking to different home builders that are there. And it's interesting how up north, a lot of them take that same strategy. They don't have model homes. They don't necessarily do any kind of a home show.
Would you say up north?
Like Brainerd, Alexandria. Okay. Alexandria has the Viking Land Area Builders Association, and they do a show in May, which is coming up here. But there's I think 30 builders in that area in that association, but only like 6 or 7 will participate.
Oh, really?
Yep. And a lot of it's timing, and a lot of them don't have the overhead of a model home. Sure. Like we do here in the cities where you have 50 lots in front of you, you put up 2 different models, you have a sales center, and you sell the inventory. And it's just a different style where you come in and say, your friend says, oh, you should build, this builder. Oh, really? Introduce me to him. And then you have to go out and look at private property, and it's a different process.
That kind of gives me an idea. I mean, from a builder standpoint, why wouldn't you maybe just spend a ton of money on quality, not even photography, but just more that you can bring people through the home and experience it. And maybe it's more the platform that you're putting it on versus the actual pictures, but that you can experience it kind of in a virtual way. Sure. And I think that would be super cool and different, and then be able to go to your customers and say, you know what, we're gonna go through this house and we're going to show them this house. Once you kind of get them interested in your whole process, spend a lot more money that way, because I mean, doing model homes is very expensive. Yes. There's a lot of holding costs on it. Typically you hold it longer, maybe for a year. And then after a year, then you start selling it. But most people want to build exactly what they want. So then they're not buying the model. And then all of a sudden the model is, you're dropping 50,000 on it just to get rid of it, to move to the next one.
Well, and I've learned that over the years that in markets where we're dealing with, hyperinflation, model homes are great because you bought it this year and you paid $700,000 for it. And by the time you get to it next year, it's $825,000. So you're actually making money holding them.
That's a good point.
But normally the interest rates, when interest rates go off at 3%, now they're up at, 8-9% for a model home. If that builder has to borrow that money, that's a lot of money. Yeah. And so you're right. And so it comes down to
builders don't like holding money.
No, they want to flip. That's why you always say, well, why do they keep moving their models? Why do they keep moving the model? It comes down to a math equation where some builders will build a model or 2, and then they furnish those models, and then that's their sales center until they're out of that development. I also see builders where they literally build a new model every 6 months or whatever, and they keep trying to flip them and keep moving them and keep them turning. And
so it's kind of a pseudo spec model. Yeah. We're going to use it for a model for a little while. There's a lot of things on the MLS that you'll see that says, hey, it's a model and it's not for sale.
Right.
And maybe it's a really good seller and they're making money off of it. Yep. But like you said too, typically on models, they're also getting deals from the subcontractors.
Right.
Because the subcontractors know that, hey, if they got a model, they're going to be selling more properties. I'm going to get more business.
Sure.
So your appliances are usually a better deal and blah, blah, blah. So they have some fixed in, profit margins or hedge in their losses.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I also look at it too, that when a builder holds a model too long, the impression with the MLS, that's where, I got to be honest with you, the multiple listing service can work against a builder because they want it to be active. So people come to show it and do showings on it. They want people to, be interactive with it. Some people will not show a model home because they're like, oh, we don't want to do a model. We only want to show what we can, we only want to hunt what we can shoot. And you know what I mean? And so there's that mentality. So I think you see quite a variety of different reasons.
Bad advice.
Dang it, wrong one. I had to do this one. No, not that one. Hold on. There it was. That was your analogy one. I gotta remember it. Blue.
Blue.
Nick will appreciate that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure he will not. He'll edit all that out, I hope.
Yeah.
But so, you kind of get into that situation too, where then the styles of the models, the carpet styles, the colors, things change, man. I mean,
Sure.
we went through a phase where all of a sudden everything was white, white, white. And then we started getting back into natural wood colors. Well, now we're starting to see almost like pickled wood again, which sounds crazy to say. That makes me sound old,
Yeah.
but they're doing like these whitewash kind of like clear islands on with, oak, and we're doing painted base cabinets on the other side, and we're doing white on the tops. And that wasn't 3 years ago. So,
Right.
that's where I think it's an advantage of a builder to keep turning it so that you can keep showcasing what's hot.
From blues to greens to, just different colors. It's crazy.
Right.
It's crazy what they keep doing.
Sure.